And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Libra. Welcome to Quick Play Tarot. My name is Corey, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As I said, quick announcements, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, individual reads are back up and running, so either message or email me directly. Link is on main. And yeah, we can get that set up, okay? So what are we looking at in this round of reads, Libra? We're looking at your career read for the month of February. Let this be an overview of your labor, your efforts, what we put out into the world, and not only give that monetarily, but other forms of fulfillment as well. There's a preamble to the read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even if it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to purposefully misguide you or mislead you. Trust me, I gotta go through all the signs, and I give them all pretty much the same exact message. We lay our cards out on the table, and good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it. Because at the end of the day, tarot is a conversation, just an energetic one, okay? So follow along with me in your career read today, Libra, for the month of February. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. We're going to go in a time-based orientation split. It's easier to map the trajectory that way, past, present, and future. So what's the cards we need to see, please, for Libra in this read, starting with the past orientation for the career. What is imperative for Libra to know? Well, that's a break. Could just be bad shuffling, but we'll see. Two, and give me a third. Okay. Interesting. I thought, normally cards don't come out in the reverse. Maybe it was for a reason. 5 of Swords in the reverse. So why are we stopping blaming ourselves for anything? That means that there's a passive conflict here. 3 of Swords. Okay. Yep. Heartbreak, the immediate sting of all the things that were broken and didn't work out. 4 of Pentacles, an investment worth holding on to. Okay. I don't know what caused the upswing, because that is a good sign, Libra, even if it's a tough thing to look at. I don't know what your despair point was this month about your current station, your career path, or what was going on, but you held on, right? You said, no, this investment is still worth looking into. It's still worth having. I still think that there's good to be had here. And so it's not that you were trying to be, quote unquote, Mr. Brightside, but rather that you're trying to accept, you're trying to analyze your level of disdain with a situation that's been ongoing, but even more so, realize the good and value that you would produce from it, because you didn't hold on to it for no apparent reason. I can tell that because this 5 of Swords probably was upright at one point of being like, why are we still here? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Versus in the reverse, how it came out, the first immediate card, right? And one that I was surprised because, again, I normally don't shuffle things back, in the reverse. So we'll see how that plays out. But we said, no, this is the right thing. This is the right thing to do. I'm going to keep at it. We're going to see that there's a value to be had here. So you stuck it through, and hopefully you're seeing the results that you wanted. Present orientation. Show us the cards we need to see, please, for Libra in the here and now. What are the cards we need to see, please, for Libra in the here and now? Ten of Wands. Okay, the burden that is carried, what defines? 7 of Wands, what are we guarded from? What do we not like? Okay. All signs of fire, you got a 7, an 8, and a 10, the 8 of Wands. Direct intentionality and communication. So, I don't know why this is so, stressful for you right now, Libra. It doesn't answer that question. The reason I'm saying that is, yeah, whatever decision that, we reached our breaking point with whatever contract we were a part of or the job that we were in, the role that we were playing, and said, no, I'm going to power through this. There's got to be good here. I believe in the people around me. I believe in my own skills. I believe in the good that can be had from this. So I'm assuming that you stayed. Now in the present, okay, why do we feel so stressed to say and not say at the same exact time, right? The burden here, the weight that's on our backs for that 10 of Wands, is a 7 and 8 of Wands combating each other. One is absolutely defensive and guarded from answers. The other one wants to tell all, right? I don't know what that means for you, but I do know that it's like there are things you feel have to be said, and you're trying to deliver it in a nice package, and the things cannot be said, you're hoping that people read between the lines. And what's going on right now is the battle of what can be relayed or the things that can be mentioned, at least from a logistics and role-based standpoint, like the things that you can say honestly versus the things that you're not allowed to say. There's this heavy element here of not of intentional deception, but really wanting a group of people to get the point. Right. And so we're sitting with a moral dilemma internally of, I really like what's going on, keep going, and I'll tell you and support you what I can. And the guarding notion of defensiveness, and oh boy, do we know what we're up against right now. So the 10 of Wands, what we're sitting with, the burden is, in truth, your strongest skill, at least at this point, because I see you weighing two things on a scale. What is honesty versus what is, the taboo and unacceptable. It's like more of an internal battle of how you see an outcome playing out. Is it going in a direction that was better than before? But now we're reaching a crossroads again of saying what can be said and what cannot be mentioned at all. Future orientation, show us the cards that we need to see, please. In the future orientation of this read, what are the cards that we need to see, please, in the future orientation of this career read for the Libra Collective? Cool. The World, okay. How is that decided? I call it the one above all because that is the highest even of the major arcana. A cycle has completely ended, so one chapter closed, so another chapter will begin. How so? 8 of Pentacles, mastering your station, having heavily related to do with your prowess on the job, and the 2 of Wands, intentionality. Okay, so regardless of what can and cannot be said, oh, your role is changing. Okay. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. Hold on. What's underneath? Queen of Cups, wanting to give the best of ourselves, the most loving and endearing versions of what we can provide in terms of effort and support in our position. Your role is changing. Whatever job you were on the cusp of saying, man, screw it, flipping the table and just walking away, you now found out new things about it that's presenting a new challenge. And you're like, I hope I'm doing this right. Your future orientation suggesting yes, but now as your role changes, so too does your place in its story. I don't think that the desire of what you want to relay or tell, let's say if you're working on like a group project or a group contract, like what you want to tell to your team has fundamentally changed, but the things that you have to keep guarded or the things left in the unsaid, at least in this circumstance, because of all the things that you knew that was kind of pushing you away from this in the get-go, you don't feel so bad about it. You're just trying to approach it with new and better tact. That 8 of Pentacles and that 2 of Wands, I'm closing the cycle of that burden weighing me down. It doesn't mean that the burden is there. It means I'm coming at it from a new approach. That's why that Queen of Cups, okay, I don't have to say everything at the company meeting or whatever. Let's give this as an example. I don't have to say everything out loud, but I'm trusting that people can hear what I'm trying to tell them if they read in between the lines. If I'm getting that right for you. Okay? Good. Because you're not internalizing all of that. You're saying, no, there are many ways to approach this problem. Is there a dog barking outside? Okay, next. Show me cards of connection. Real the connective energies, please. The bridging gap between all time-based orientations within this read for Libra and their career read. What occupies the space that is held between the past and present orientation, the what was and the what is. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. What is going on here for Libra in this read? King of Pentacles. Okay. You knew the right investment. You chose to stay. For whatever reason, we're saying, no, I can get through this. I just need time. Just give me a chance to reflect, because it's going to reveal a deeper issue within me, rather than just saying we're going to throw everything out all at once. All at once, excuse me. King of Wands. So not only will we stay with this investment, but we will do right with the tools and the etiquette that we have. There's a way to approach this. I just need to figure that out. Devil, the card of Capricorn. Devil here being, again, brutally honest in the things we may not like about ourselves. Besides me feeling bad, what are the further implications that extend beyond me here? And how am I playing into it? You blamed yourself. Got it. And that's probably why in the present, it wasn't heartbreak anymore of, wow, I really can't do this. It's, you found out some new information that you're like, okay, that's shocking and kind of, effed up and kind of wrong. How do I navigate this, tell but don't tell dynamic as best as I can, in the most genuine and endearing way possible, right? That devil speaking to everything going on, saying, yeah, we're here and I want to do this right and not hurt people in this process, but what does this tangibly and genuinely look like? Okay, good. Between the present and future orientation, show the cards of connection, please. What is held between the present and future, the what is and the what if for Libra and their career read. What are the cards we need to see, please, for Libra in this career read today? Star, the card of Aquarius. Okay, what we're putting our hope on, what we're driving our goal towards. Four of Swords. Then the answer will come easily and rest assuredly. It will be there. Five of Swords. So fearful of saying the wrong thing that we don't say something at all. Okay? And that's different because while you're not blaming yourself, we already settled that. That argument has already been had in the past. We're presenting with a new challenge. And so with the mastery or how your role may have been upgraded, I don't know if you advanced in your career or your role, let's say you moved up in a company or something like that, there's still knowledge that you are exclusively privy to that you're balancing some of these old questions popping up, but in a different way. Because instead of being overwhelmed by it, which ultimately led to that 10 of Wands, right? The present moment of, dang, what are we going to do about this? You're saying, no, I know I'm a bit rattled by my circumstance right now. That's not changing anytime soon, but what I can change is my approach to it. Let me try something new that I may have never thought of before. How do you feel about this? And that's why, again, there's a level of mastery and intentionality here, the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands with a new chapter that comes up, because you're taking a whole new approach and hoping that, if I haven't tried this out before, why not? What do we have to lose underneath it all? Fool, the power of new beginnings. Good. Here, the Fool takes a corrective measure of saying, No, there's something different and possible out there. Let me try a new approach. Okay. Define the major arcana strewn across the table within this read. I'll take that for the world. Page of Swords. Let's see what we learned and observe the world that unfolds. Okay, that was pretty quick. Define the next major arcana strewn across the table in this read. We now look towards the devil, the card of Capricorn. Definitively, we will see if we can keep to our mantra, right? We will see if our goals, our new principles, our new rules, if they stick. But regardless, hey, at least we can try them out. Okay. Now, what about that devil? Five of Pentacles. Okay. Is what I'm doing, because this isn't necessarily about just financial impoverishment, although that is the most closely related thing, because Earth is an element of materiality, and that behind the devil, will I lose my job by saying this? I think that was part of the debate before, but it's a little bit more layered than that. The idea of feeling left behind, or almost like it's a moral betrayal if I don't execute this properly. You're very much in a state of saying, hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you guys something, but you're not hearing me. I don't know why you don't understand this. Yeah, I can see how that plays out for you, because again, you feel like you're betraying them, whoever you're talking to right now, Libra. But at the same time, it's not your responsibility to bear, especially not alone. Next to the Star, the Magician, that we can manifest our hope. We can make things go right if we're willing to take on that challenge for that journey. And across from kind of the Page of Pentacles, the willingness to try is crossed by the empowered spirit to do so, the Ace of Wands. Because it's not just about the resources that we have, it's about our willingness to stamp our foot down. Okay? Resolution, real cards of resolution for Libra in this read. Let's held in space of resolution for Libra in their career read today. Nine of Pentacles, autonomy, power, and freedom. Here, the keys to our own garden, accessing all the flourishment that lays there, or the idea that, no, I can do the best with what I got. It is my decision and my decision alone. Could I separate, start something new? Absolutely. But I hung on for a reason. Let's explore what that was for me and let it evolve over time. Page of Wands, optimism. Even no matter how small, it still is there. I got a lot of fight left in me. Let's see what that unfolds as. The Empress. The best and most productive version of the self. One who is basically our higher selves come into activation and say, no, we can push through if we believe so. What am I seeing in your read today, Libra? Where at one point you were willing to, you were almost trying to force yourself to stay in a situation, labor, job-based circumstance that has presented a slew full of new challenges. We bit the bullet and said, no, I'm standing my ground. I'm not moving, right? In the present, we're battling what can and cannot be said. And, the feeling of internal betrayal of, is this right? Is this ethical for me to do? But the conclusion that we had ultimately was that maybe there's another solution to be had that's not sneaky, that's not, backstabbing towards anybody in a way. Maybe I just haven't thought of it yet. So I'm going to put my brain to work and see what solutions we can come up with. I want to give the best of myself. That's why I chose to stay. I chose this fight. And I know this of myself. Now let's believe in the optimism of the possible. It only starts when I'm able to execute that plan. That's why I see in your read today, Libra. Hope this conversation helped. And yeah, it doesn't change the burden of the present. It feels like a perpetual game of taboo, what can and can't be said. But what you do know is that you will be able to adapt and you'll find the right answer eventually. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.